including me.
Yes.
Shall we talk about this thing quickly?
What's to talk about?
You said questions had been asked.
Well, no, there haven't been. Somebody just said Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so Dead by Daylight is happening, and I'm on it, and it's me. And for all the times that I said it wasn't me, that's because it wasn't me. And for all the times that I said I hadn't been contacted by anybody from Dead by Daylight, that was because I hadn't been contacted by anybody from Dead by Daylight. As I say, I'm not a gamer, and this kind of started in August, very slightly surreally for me, at Steel City Con here in Pittsburgh. Fans suddenly started coming down the line and saying to me, "Are you going to do the Hellraiser chapter of Dead by Daylight?" And I had never heard of Dead by Daylight. I didn't know what Dead by Daylight was. I had no idea what they were talking about, much less a Hellraiser chapter thereof. So I kept on denying all knowledge of it because I had no knowledge of it, really. But by a slightly circuitous route, which I don't entirely understand myself, and I won't bore you with, we have now reached the point where I am on Dead by Daylight, and I know what Dead by Daylight is.
Sort of, not really.
Kind of. And I saw there was that strange early bit of graphics that was released when it wasn't my voice. It was somebody with an English accent pretending to be me, which I didn't think was very good. But then they released the bit you showed me, the bit of stuff with,
I don't know what they call it. They
with
call
my voice on.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Things.
Well, it was pictures that moved, images.
This is true.
The one you showed me.
Yes.
Yes, animation.
Yes.
Whatever it is in game land talk. And I thought that looked rather good. And
there's always a lot of abbreviations for things in the games, like DLC and
right.
all of that.
Right.
I don't know. Whatever.
It's just
anyway,
games.
It's your voice.
It's me.
You are the voice of Pinhead in the game.
And
you went into a studio and did it.
I did.
For the person who keeps insisting.
He didn't. He couldn't.
I know my friend of a friend.
At home because of COVID restrictions. I'm like, who the fuck is this person? I keep saying this, friggin' weirdo. Stop.
Hi, my name is Doug Bradley, and I went to PMI Studios in Pittsburgh to record those. No, you didn't.
You did it. How?
You had to because of COVID restrictions.
That's strange. Anyway.
So that's that. And I mean, they were being very it was quite neat because they'd got the lines from the original movie. So I was trying to, because, you know, over the years, and God knows how many times I've said, I'll tear your soul apart, and we have such sights to show you, and your suffering will be legendary, even in hell. And I think I'm doing it like in the movies. But when I was going back to the originals, it was surprising how, how often I thought, oh God, I take a pause between those two words, and I never realized I did. So we were being very careful to try and match to the original. And from what I heard, I think I've done a pretty good job.
Oh, yeah.
Well done.
Well, the funny thing is, I mean, you didn't have any...
with the exception that my vocal cords are 35 years older than they were, and there's nothing I can do about that.
I mean, you basically...
Can we turn the ring down
recorded
a notch?
and...
Right.
Didn't now I'm over here.
I can still hear you though.
I said, well, basically that whoever, dealt with the altering of the voice lines did a good job, because obviously you don't really sound like that. And,
yes. Yes. I mean, people ask me that question a lot. Is it you? And the answer is yes, it's me, but it was treated electronically. What I always say is, I'm good, but I'm not that good. And the next bit of the story, which I always add to that, is that I don't know exactly what they did to make me sound the way I did in Hellraiser. And here's the thing, nobody does. What happened after